We are going to jump back in here, finish up this Sachem deck, and then probably draft again, or maybe we go and get. Oh yeah, you gotta spin and complete your quest. That goes without saying. I thought. I guess nothing goes without saying, but yes, job one is to spin your 500s every day and make sure you never finish the day with 3 incomplete quests. Doesn't even necessarily need to be, I mean, Dionysus, this is just the optimization plan. Like if you want it, and then you have to decide what's optimal for you, right? That's what I've always said. So you've got like the critical points for generating revenue for yourself on Arena are first win, first and foremost, along with complete your quests, not even necessarily daily. Just don't end your day. Don't end your day with 3 incomplete quests, because then you won't get one overnight. You just want to make sure every overnight you get a new quest. So if you want to come in every third day, knock out all your quests, at least you'll get new ones for the next 3 days. That's the important thing, getting the new quests. And then after that, deciding how much you want to play daily to get those daily win bonuses. But, probably most people who are thinking hard about this stuff also don't have to in terms of fiscal responsibility in your life. This is not a huge amount of money we're talking about, but I like playing game economies for the fun of playing a game economy. To me, figuring out the optimal path through Arena is part of the game that I enjoy. So your mileage may vary. At the end of the day, it's your time to happiness conversion. Since this is roughly a new video, I'm going to thank my sponsor, Card Kingdom, as you jump in here. You can check out Card Kingdom for all your card needs, your supply needs. If you want to buy sealed product, you want to get some fresh packs, all that stuff can be had at cardkingdom.com. We're going to keep this. This is great. We've got our Act Mask combo, and Brawler is nice. I never want to say never, Dionysus, but you are leaving a lot of value on the table if you end your day with 3 incomplete quests. That's the true thing to say. Never 3 incompletes. That's bad advice to give. If a loved one fell ill and needed you by their bedside, go ahead and leave 3 incomplete. That's what I'm saying. Like, prioritize your life. But in the context of beating the Arena economy, yes, you don't want to leave 3 incomplete. Hey, One Page, we're doing all right. Jumping right back into the draft we started last week. Free Utopia, welcome. Double Mask into Brawler is interesting. 2 masks is actually not great, though. It's interesting, but not great. A little redundant. Yeah, my main piece of advice was to make sure that you don't end a day with 3 incomplete quests, because that means you won't get a new one overnight. So another way to phrase it is make sure you get a new quest every night. Why is Card Kingdom better? Because they sponsor me and they're awesome. All I can do is tell you about how awesome Card Kingdom is. I don't know what you want from me. Card Kingdom pays me to remind you how awesome they are. How about that? That's why they're better. But yeah, if you want to get down to brass tacks, compare the buy lists. I do a lot of selling of cards to both individuals and to big-time players with buy lists, and Card Kingdom is easily the buy list winner out there. Well, we'll brawl. Can't attack with the elementals next turn, but Brawler attacks as a 5/4, so that's cool. So we're up against the mill deck. Well, we got the pressure, and we'll probably take out one of those denizens. Oh, text pump. We can talk about spinning quests when we're done here, but basically, every day you get to cycle a quest to a new one if you want, and hint, hint, you always want to cycle away a 500 because they are... there's a chance they become a 750, which is basically extra 250 gold. Yeah, I'd like another mountain. That would be nice. If we'd drawn a mountain here, we could 2-spell this turn. Actually, not really, because we're gonna equip here. But let's see. Let's go. If we want. Oh yeah, I want to. Thinking. Yeah, I know we want to act and kill. I'm trying to decide where we want to throw this. Whether there's a reason to throw a damage on one of the sage's rows before we execute this turn. But there's not, so we'll throw it at the face. I guess there was, because then it can't block the other one. But the other one can still act. No, it's fine. It's fine. It'll be good. We're there. Oh, yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking it was going to die if I did that. That was just silly. That's all right. I don't know why I did that. You could punt that if you want, though. It was just me misreading the card, basically. And now we'll leave this one back and attack like this. No, that's what I was thinking, though, that it was going to die when I unequipped somehow. But because the other ones give power and toughness, but that was my mistaken thinking. And actually, it would have been nice, because if we'd thrown it at 1, so the other mistake there, if I was going to do that, we get to go 1, 2, 3, and we could have actually killed it. So yeah, I'm pretty disappointed in that. I could have made sacking that not a punt but I got roped a little bit and felt like I had to go. Had to do it, had to move. But really, the right sequencing there would have been to go ahead and sacrifice, just keep both, sacrifice 1, hit the 1, and then sack to actually kill the other denizen. That would have been a much better sequence. But if we draw a mountain, we'll be fine here, I think. And I could do that Wednesday afternoon, too, but, you know, magic's hard. Get a mountain and it doesn't matter anyway. Or that, or we could do that. That's another thing we could do. So, now let's see. We could go Brawler and trade everything for that War Chief. Now, we're just going to play the Mastiff, equip it, and hope for a mountain next time. Yeah, I don't want to trade right now. If we draw a mountain, we just get to take out the chief, so let's try and do that. Yeah, it's a trade. Sorry, it wouldn't be a 3-4, it'd be a 4-4. But still, I don't even want to... I want to try and get a mountain and just take over the game here. Here we'll go... like so... I guess that gives War Chief a counter, but if we get a mountain, we can still, in a couple turn sequence, take it out. Okay, there's the mountain. So now, actually, let's go Mastiff and Brawler. And then next turn, we can equip... and Outrage plus throw Mastiff to take out the War Chief. And we have another Outrage for the Elemental. So that's Like, that stabilizes us on this board. We have to go pretty low, though, but we'll stabilize. Now, that's interesting, but unfortunately too late. We kind of need to do this. Let's see. We have everything at instant speed. We could do it now while they only have 2 mana, but what are we playing around if we do that? I kind of just want to do it. I guess the reason is that we have the Mastiff to chump if they do something about our Brawler, for example. So that's the difference here. Have to sack first, otherwise Outrage gets it bigger. Yes, right. We'll sack first and then Outrage. So that's the difference. Basically, doing it while they're slightly mana tapped or waiting to have the opportunity to block with the Mastiff is the difference. And I think I will give myself the ability to block with the Mastiff. Lich, okay. Annoying, but doesn't destabilize us. I guess it kind of destabilizes us. We need to use the Ember Hauler to finish it off somehow. We'll see. All right, so blocking with the Mastiff proved useful, at least. Yeah, we could have still blocked with the Brawler, but, you know, nice to be able to throw the Mastiff in front. All right, well, next turn is going to take us to at least 2, it looks like. We can't play both of these. And this is going to cost us all of our mana. So we're going to do this now, though. Doesn't matter too much. Anything they have now, they could have it upkeep. Like, we could wait until upkeep, I suppose, but I don't think it makes too much of a difference. We are barely hanging on. 1 piece of removal and we're done for. Yeah, there it is. I think I punted that one away. I think that punt costs us. I bet if we tighten up that early game and that other denizen is dead, it changes the whole game. So, unfortunate. Punished. Justice for Oppo. Sometimes your lessons aren't free. No guarantee that we win, but I think we have a, you know, that punt turned out to be very significant in terms of our chances that game. Too bad. All right, well, let's see if we can pick up a 4th win. Let's see, we're at 300 gems. A leap to 450 would be nice as we look to rebuild our gem pile. Yeah, sorry, we're at 2 losses here. The record is correct. I could move out of the way, but I have updated the record correctly. All right. Tighten up, Ryan. Come on. All right. Very similar hand. Mask, Act, Brawler. Two masks. Oppo has mulliganed to 5. Weaponsmith. Well, we can't do the mask trick yet anyway, so let's get the pasty guy on. Weaponsmith is kind of scary. Never felt that way the first time around. Heck, you never saw the Weaponsmith the first time around. Now the Weaponsmith is legit scary. Well, we're gonna send in the Stormkin. Is there any instant speed, like deal damage to attackers in white? Can't think of any. And we're gonna try a Seer. Hope this resolves and finds us a land. All right. Yeah, Weaponsmith is a fine mulligan, although they never activated it last turn and never did anything else with the mana. So do you think it's a 1/3 for 3, or they have 1 or 2 targets in hand? Like, why didn't they... That's the only thing I can think of for not weaponsmithing last turn. Smuggler, it will be very nice as a follow-up to Brawler. Or they forgot. Lord knows that's in my range, just actually not searching with the weaponsmith, because you forget, right? Well, that's the thing. Last time they didn't even have the... They didn't attack for the damage. They had a 1/3 that sat there and did nothing. Yeah, maybe it's just cheap artifacts, other than they didn't do it right there. Kind of just like I was gonna go Mask Raptor, but I guess we can go Smuggler, attack for 4 unblockable. That's a pretty nice clock to just start throwing on this opponent who's clearly up against it. So let's just do that. Let's start with let's get the Brawler getting in. 5 unblockable. Yeah, I always forget itself. Could even get 7 through guaranteed if we thought that would just win us the game for sure next turn. And it comes close because we attack, attack, attack. They eat 1. We get through for 7. We lose one of our elementals, but next turn we add another one back and we get through for 5. I guess we can just save that suicide attack for next turn if it's still there. Yeah, there's no need. I was just checking the lines all the way through, but I don't think there's a need to be that... that reckless with this advantage. Resonator asks about main decking Airstrike. I have not done it yet. Mostly you do have targets. I mean, what do you think the chance of a mulligan is, of that being a mulligan, you know? That's kind of my question, right? How often are you holding an uncastable card in your hand? And also, I hate doing that more with aggro decks as well. So, like, if you've got an aggro red deck, I really hate taking flyers on sideboard cards. But if you're a control deck that is using some red, you know, as a red-based control deck, and you have some attrition and maybe some looting, that kind of thing. Like, if you got a lot of looting, suddenly I like sideboard cards main deck a lot more, for example. Yeah, I think maybe that was 4. Was 4 our par? I'll take it. Yeah, nice to get to 4. Let's see if we can push it more. You all watch the Mythic Championship this weekend? I caught a lot of it, or not a lot of it even. I caught some of it. No, I think 4.5 is probably the highest I would go on par. Mask and 2 Axe is pretty funny. We'll keep this. Awkward when you've got a Cloudkin Seer and a Mask of Immolation. But I'm gonna play it anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I guess Wizards is probably happy that it wasn't all Hogak all the time. Ugh, that's pretty good target for the bow. We can't really get it. Boy. Do we even bother seeing? I mean, it does replace itself. It's just that they equip and then it's free.
Some say I never heard of ya, a rap burglar.
Stealing their bow creature will be great. I mean, they just get the bow back. It's not that big a deal, right? I mean, we do get to fire off a point, but we'll see if there's even a relevant target for that. Thank you for the sub, Banana. Sub Banana. I'm just trying to figure out if we even bother with the Seer here. I think we do. I'm going to keep them busy. Yeah, make them use their mana. Don't they get to fire off the point if we swing at the bow? Yeah, actually that's true. I think it's their bow still. Whenever a equipped creature attacks, Heartpiercer Bow deals 1 damage to target creature defending player controls. So the I believe what happens is Oppo can only target their stuff, but Oppo gets to target it. That's my read of those rules. Heart pierced. All right, well, we'll go with the old brawler plan. The attack with this suggests pump, and I don't want to put Lavakin Brawler in jeopardy, so I'm gonna ignore that and go for the face. And even if I were gonna block here, we would still go to the face because Brawler can win the combat anyway. If we were to risk it, which I don't want to do. All right. Paralysis is interesting. Maybe it's better to just play the second Brawler here. I also feel like they are waiting to use that presumed pump on the Sentinel to eat the Brawler, though. So actually, perhaps Paralysis on Griffin Sentinel attack is the actual play here. Oops, let's not do that, Ryan. That's not where you want to put that. So yeah, I'm doing this on the presumption that this attack suggested combat tricks, and this play takes their potential combat trick out of relevancy. That, however, is not the combat trick I was thinking of. I generally don't play around rares. It's not like you're gonna not attack because you're afraid of a Night Pack ambusher, but probably spells the end of our draft, though, if we're honest. I mean, I can get mad, or I can tip my cap to the bomb. Well, actually, maybe now we have a path to stabilization, so let's go for it. If they did have, if they had this and pump, now we're just completely screwed because we're going to try and take out the ambusher here, and if we fail, then we're just going to scoop it up. If this actually resolves and kills the ambusher, we will try and make this work. But we could upkeep it, but yeah, I suppose upkeep is the correct time to do it. There's no 4 mana bounce, no 4 mana pump that we are somehow avoiding by waiting. So we'll do that. And then if they save it, at least doesn't make a wolf, but we're just dead. If they can stop the outrage, we are just totally dead. Yeah, and they had that on 3 as well. So that would have made a difference, but we took our shots, and we're just totally toast on that. God's willing hosed us before, though, right? The point of waiting was that there was nothing on 4 that wouldn't have gotten us on 3, is what I was thinking. Inspired Charge was the suggestion there, though, that we were opening ourselves up to Inspired Charge. I don't think we were beating Inspired Charge anyway, though. Even if we successfully took out that wolf, if they untap an Inspired Charge, then we're still dead, right? So we were not beating Inspired Charge, so there was no need to play around it. All right. Boo earns. Yeah, it's all right. 4 wins is we hit par. You know? Let's open some packs. I don't know, deck was okay. Deck had some synergies, but, you know, as you saw, like, the mask... The mask is okay. But it's a whole card, and if it's not applicable to the given, it's almost like a main deck sideboard card in some ways, because the mask isn't necessarily going to do great things against every opponent. We took our shot, though. All right. Boo for only 4 wins. See you, YouTube, and we'll see if we can get more wins in the next one.